Hello, Taurus. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing your love reading. So let's get started with your oracles. Love messages for Taurus. Have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. On the bottom is deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay. Let's get the handmade cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Love messages for Taurus. Ooh, you have jail, clarity, and Aries. So jail, that could be literal jail, but it could be like the Eight of Swords, a self-imposed prison, someone feeling trapped. Aries, you could be dealing with an Aries, have it in your chart. This is also Emperor energy, husband, father, taking a leadership role. On the bottom is Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo, have it in your chart. It's also the sun, clarity. So this looks more to me like someone who is trapped in their thoughts, needing clarity in order to take a leadership role, or this is feeling needing clarity in regards to another person. It could be literal jail, but I'm really not seeing anything to know that for sure. Let's get the love situations. I'm going to get 3 of these for more context. Love messages for Taurus. Mirroring each other. Something needs healing, seeing yourself in them. Engagement, commitment, promises, making it official, marriage in your future. And plastic, surface level relationship, fake love messages, not a real love connection. Okay, so what this is looking like to me, on the bottom is separation, withdrawal, disconnect, test of love, relationship breakdown. Yeah. What this looks like to me is someone is wanting commitment from someone else, and either they're procrastinating and making that happen. To me, what it feels like is they're saying one thing and doing another. Um, Maybe saying they're going to commit and it just never happens. This feels like someone's wanting to, like, when are we getting married? When are we getting engaged? And the other person is like, soon after this or that, and it just never happens. And that's what someone's trapped in their thoughts about and needing clarity on. Because it seems like someone's questioning, like, okay, I thought we were on the same page here, but I'm not really seeing it. You're saying one thing and doing another. Okay, so let's get started with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Taurus. I have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Swords in reverse. Someone may be using the excuse, like, whenever we have the money, like if this is a marriage or like an engagement, whenever we have the money, right now we need to heal our finances. It feels to me like someone is making a lot of excuses why they haven't took the leap to further the commitment. And I think the one who's dealing with this is kind of over the excuses. King of Swords, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I think this person has some kind of commitment issues, or like I said, they don't. There's something about this person they don't want to commit or settle down or tie themselves down to someone else. Eight of Cups in reverse. They're definitely procrastinating. King of Wands. You had that Leo card over there, and that's Leo's card. But this is showing up like making excuses. They're they're dragging this out because this is showing like I'm not walking away from the situation. The excuse I'm using is we need to have the money to do this, or we need to wait till we have the money to do this. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, King of Wands. Yeah, Four Wands. See, that's marriage. Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. There is this person's hung up on like the right time. We need to do this when this happens, or we need to do this once we accomplish this thing. And what I'm hearing is there's never going to be a right time. See, this is talking about working together, working to build on something. It's talking about finances. So it feels to me like the one who's dealing with this is like, are we ever going to get married? And what it's saying here is the other person is saying, I'm not walking away from this. We just need to wait till we have the money, which sounds reasonable. But the issue here is that I'm hearing tomorrow never comes. I'm hearing it like that Garth Brooks songs, if tomorrow never comes. But I feel like the reasons that this person is giving is reasonable, but it's like this seems like it's been something that's going on for a long time. And the person who's dealing with this is starting to feel like, okay, this sounds more like excuses than actual valid reasons. Overall energy for Taurus. Gift, souvenir, promotion, delight. So gift, this is like giving or receiving. The King of Swords, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is also someone who's using strategy. That Knight of Pentacles in reverse is indicating someone who could be codependent, or this person may feel like the other person is codependent. What I'm feeling like is this, this may be a situation where this person doesn't necessarily want to get out of the relationship, but there's something about this person not wanting to commit or not wanting to like get married. Like they're okay with being, you know, in a relationship, they just don't want to commit. And it just seems to me like this person is non-committal, like there's some sort of fear of commitment here. Like this person's afraid if they do get married or whatever, that's going to be the end of the relationship somehow. There's something going on with that. But that's not what they're telling their person. They're just putting them off. So this is something that is not going to be sustainable. At some point, the one who's wanting to commit is going to be like, what is your problem? We have libation, donation, pray, and religion. See, donation. This is clearly talking about money here. We need to work on building up our money before we do this. I haven't walked away from it, but we need money. It seems like it would be the main reason this person is giving for why this is not happening. Real estate, wealth, investment, and mega project. So it's one of two things. Either this person is using this as an excuse to not commit, or they are saying, we need to do these things. This could even be, we need to get a house first or something like that. There's something this person is using in a financial sense that they're insisting needs to be done. But especially in this economy, if you're thinking about saving money or, buying a home, that could take years. So, what I keep hearing when I talk about that is there is no right time or there is no perfect time. So, if that's what this person is focused on, then that's going to become a problem. So it's either that they are focused on what they need to do first, and that's going to cause problems, or they're using this as an excuse to extend their procrastination in not committing. Okay, so let's see the situation. Tell me about the situation for Taurus. 3 cups. The star in reverse, Aquarius energy. And the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's interesting that we have a King and a Queen of Swords in a Taurus reading. Not a cup. See, this is talking about who's dealing with this not getting what they hoped or wished for. See, this is celebration. This is also like dating. This looks to me like someone was hopeful for like a proposal or something and didn't receive that. See how her back is turned to this? See, it's indicating a lack of clarity. Let me get some more here. 3 cups, star in reverse, Queen of Swords. Four of Swords. Queen of Cups. Devil in reverse. Yeah, see, I think the one who's dealing with this is starting to get in their mind, if they don't commit to me soon, then maybe I need to get out of this relationship. This person would be over the moon if the other was to propose, or if it was what they're wanting would become a reality. But it's like it's a celebration is on hold. It's giving the one who's dealing with this the feeling that they're being strung along or they're being put on the back burner. And that is, it's causing a whole other set of issues because this person is procrastinating on this. It's becoming, even if this person is trying to be logical, it's becoming personal for this person. 4 swords, Queen of Cups, Devil in reverse. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. A lack of equal give and take. Queen of Swords again. See, this, the one who's dealing with this is becoming cold or bitter. Justice, truth, yeah. It's showing up like contemplation. I feel like for the one who's dealing with this, they're contemplating, if this is how it's going to continue, I don't know if I want to stay in this relationship. So the red flags are going up here, that there seems to be something more to what this person, is doing or saying than what's on the surface. Mm. See, surface level relationship, fake love messages, not a real love connection. Something needs healing. Tell me about the situation for Taurus. Gain, cultivation, profit, and what is that? Conclusion. Conclusion for gain? Yeah. It's talking a lot about money. I feel like for the person who's putting this off, it's the reasons they're giving is connected to money. Um, Once again, this is talking about putting this on a break or pause. Six of Pentacles. There's an indication here of we don't have the money or we need to save the money. Um, and like I said, that is a valid excuse, but it's also a situation where you could probably work around that somehow. Um, it's in regards to how bad do you want to get married. You know, you can get married and it not cost a lot of money, or there could be something else that this person is saying that needs to be done, but it seems like they're trying. It's almost like they're using that as a shield to protect them from this commitment. Then we have justice again, equality, neutrality, and logic. Yeah. See, this is for the one dealing with this. They're starting to, instead of looking at things from an emotional perspective, they're starting to look at it from a logical perspective in regards to not getting what they're hoping or wishing for. Um, and that's what this is saying here, logic. And eternal love. This is about the relationship. It says eternity, consistency, and soulmate, which is once again, two becoming one, becoming committed. And this person is thinking, if I don't see changes, maybe I need to get out of this relationship. Alliance, yeah. So for the one dealing with this, they're thinking, what is this person's problem? Um, so what I feel like is for a time, the one who's dealing with this has been okay. Yeah, okay, we need to save money. Yeah, whatever. But it has come to a point where even the one who's dealing with this is starting to feel like, okay, this is starting to look more like an excuse to not be committed than just trying to be logical or strategic. So tell me about the outcome for Taurus. And I mean, that may be what it comes to. It may have to, because this, when dealing with this, is wanting one thing, and there may just need to be a conversation here. This is what I want, and you need to let me know if this is not what you want. And if it is what you want, then we need to work around where there's some sort of compromise here. Or because this relationship is starting to go downhill because of the situation. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Yep. See, the Devil in reverse. That was showing up over here. But this is looking to me like, yeah, a conversation needs to be had. You need to let me know if you want to stay single, because if so, then I'm no longer fighting for this. I feel like this person has some kind of commitment issues and they're procrastinating. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to be in the relationship. And that needs to be something else that is worked out. If this person does have commitment issues, is the other person willing to stay with them? despite the fact they don't want to be in a commitment? Or is that a deal breaker here? So, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Five of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups, that's dating. The Moon and Temperance. There needs to be a conversation here. It's saying there is, in regards to some sort of communication, either there's something hidden here. I feel like it's saying there's a lack of communication, or someone's not saying what they truly feel, or both people are not saying what they truly feel to each other. It seems like this is a situation where these two are dancing around the elephant in the room. And it with the relationship going downhill as it is, it needs to be addressed. Someone needs to step up and address the situation. It seems like it would be, to me, it would be the one dealing with this needing to say, listen, we can figure out a way to work around these financial issues that you're worried about in order to be able to commit. And in order to get down to the root of, is this person afraid to commit? I feel like that's what needs to be got down to here. Is the one dealing with this needs to find out if the other person is really just afraid to commit. Because if that's the case, they will try to avoid it. And then once that's addressed, can the one dealing with this uh, be okay with just being in a relationship without further commitment, or is that a deal breaker? All right, Three of Cups, the Moon, Temperance. Page of Wands in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, Strength in reverse. The one who is dealing with this is not feeling confident that there will be balance in this situation, because I feel like the one who's dealing with this feels like the other is not doing their part, like they're not putting the work in. And with this High Priestess in reverse, it feels to me like it's saying you don't know what you don't know. And the reason there's a lack of knowing is due to a lack of communication. I don't feel like there is a lack of communication in this relationship. I feel like there is a lack of communication in regards to dealing with the actual issues. I feel like this person gives an excuse, and this person kind of just agrees with it and is confused by it and it's like, why is it taking this long? I feel like there's an indication here that the real issues need to be addressed. And the reason the real issue is not being addressed may be because the one dealing with this is afraid to hear what the other person might actually say. I feel like there is an intuition here in regards to one dealing with this, that they kind of know what's going on, but once it's said out loud, it becomes real. Tell me about the outcome for Taurus. Bully, embarrassment, gossip, unwillingness. See, this is an unwillingness to commit. That's what I'm saying. If this person is really afraid to commit and they really don't want it, then they will avoid it. It's like playing dodgeball. They will try to avoid it at all costs. And it'll become clear once it's directly addressed. Triumph, success, victory, and achievement. It's saying, yeah, it's saying that this will be settled one way or the other through communication. And it's talking about communication, about addressing the issue directly. And blind, awkward, unknown, vision problems. See, not feeling confident about having balance in the situation because the other person, see, that's what this is saying. The one dealing with this is seeing that the other is not fighting for what they want. Okay, so tell me about the advice for Taurus. Four Pentacles in reverse. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's saying in order to have balance, you need to let go. It's saying that there is a lack of equal give and take here, or not seeing eye to eye, two people not wanting the same things. It's saying in order to have balance, you need to let go where there is a lack of equal give and take. So that's why there needs to be a conversation. Are we on the same page or not? And if we aren't, where do we go from here? And that's what the advice is saying. Saying you need to release whatever that wherever there is an imbalance in order to become balanced. It's pretty simple, basic basic advice, but it is true. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. It's saying, okay, King of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot in reverse. It's saying that this could go on and on and on. As long as the one dealing with this allows it, this could go on and on and on. And the thing is if this person, the other person is afraid to commit, then they're more than happy to continue to let this go on, because I don't think they want out of the relationship. I think they're happy in the relationship. They just don't want to commit. And that comes from deeper issues. Um, that could come from abandonment issues. It's something deeper within this person is why they would have commitment issues. I don't think I don't think there's anything nefarious going on here with this person. At least I'm not picking it up. Where this person would not want to commit. It's more there's some sort of fear here in the commitment. So see, we have this King of Pentacles in reverse. This is a lack of commitment. Things not moving forward due to there being an imbalance. So what I feel like the advice is saying is as long as this stays the way it is, things are not going to change. Ten of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, Hanged Man in reverse, and Ten of Pentacles. It's really just simply saying that this situation needs to be gotten to the root of the problem, the issue, in regards to whether this person has commitment issues. And it's saying if that is the case, and the one dealing with this, wants commitment, then it may be a good idea to reevaluate the relationship and see if this is what you really want. Because it's saying that the two people should not stay in a relationship where they can't see eye to eye or they don't want the same things. It's just going to continue to deteriorate because it's going to lead to resentment. The relationship is already starting to break down. So this is talking about just being honest with each other and coming to terms with what is, and deciding, where you're going to head from there. It's not saying that this relationship is going to end, but it also isn't saying that it won't either. Um, it's it's all in regards to what kind of compromise can be made here, what one is willing to do for the other. None of this can happen unless the issue is addressed directly. And the issue is what is the real reason why you're procrastinating on committing. And if they say, oh, it's because of this money and this money and that money and this thing we need to do, then the one dealing with this needs to say, we don't have to do all this. We can figure out a way to not be so financially strapped in order to make this happen. When they start skirting the issue, then it needs to be addressed. Are you afraid to commit? Or, I feel like if this person was addressed directly, they would be honest about how they feel. But even if they weren't, it's only a matter of time because this person is already thinking about exiting because of what the other is doing. So, either way, this situation is going to reveal itself somehow. Tell me about the advice for Taurus. Natural disaster, risk, frustration, and survive. Yep. Frustration. This is talking about everything needing to come out, and there needs to be a resolution here. There needs to be, at some point, a seeing eye to eye, whether that is continuing on with commitment, deciding to go your separate ways, whatever that decision is. Hesitation. Yeah, I'm telling you. It says decision, confusion, and worry. Yep. See, the worry here is about this person not committing. It's saying in order to have balance, it's saying it needs to be resolved. That's what it's saying. Readiness, preparation, prompt, and arrangement. It's saying if the other person is not on the same page, then this is not going to move forward in regards to commitment. So it's saying that there needs to be preparation for that. Once again, this is not leaning one way or the other. It depends on whoever's resonating with this and how this is handled, where this goes. But it's saying that pretty much what it is saying is if nothing is done, then things will stay the same. But what will happen is the relationship will continue to slowly deteriorate. But if the situation is addressed, we get to the root of the matter, then we can figure out where we can go from here. So it's saying that there can either be compromise made here or there can be an agreement that maybe it's best to go separate ways because there's two people here that's wanting two different things. Okay. So let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for Taurus. I prioritize my health as an act of self-love. Knowing a healthy mind and body lead to a vibrant relationship. Are there any aspects of your well-being that you would like to improve for yourself and your future partner? On the bottom it says, I embrace my shadows, for in their depth I find the light of growth. Which pieces of yourself would you like to explore? What parts make you anxious or scared? And the last oracles, love messages for Taurus. You have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. On the bottom is distance. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So yeah, it's once again saying this can go either way. Either this is going to pull these two closer together by having the conversation, by addressing the issue, or this is going to bring the realization that maybe we should go our separate ways. All right, well, we do have this separation here. Like I said, it could go either way. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.